Our life is full of events like stress, injury, illness, surgery. Are we prepared to face them? Do we have the capacity to recover from them? Most of us think fitness means how much you can lift, how much you can run, how much you can push yourself. But the important aspect of health is not. So, what happens during exercise? During exercise, your body switches to the. Recovery is controlled by your nervous system, specifically the autonomic nervous system, and it has two components. And most important thing is that you should not go by. You don't improve recovery by just resting more. You improve recovery by. Our life is full of events like stress, injury, illness, surgery. Are we prepared to face them? Do we have the capacity to recover from them? So today, let's understand this important concept in health, that is recovery. Most of us think fitness means how much you can lift, how much you can run, how much you can push yourself. But the important aspect of health is not only about the performance, but also resilience or recovery. Think about it like this. Two people can run at the same distance and lift the same weight, but they recover completely different. One may recover fast and another may feel tired even for next 2 days. So what is recovery? Recovery is not just rest. It means your body returning to baseline, your nervous system calming down, your hormones resetting, and your energy levels are back. So recovery is controlled by a nervous system. So specifically it is called autonomic nervous system. We have again autonomic nervous system. There are two types, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic nervous system is when you are in action, the sympathetic nervous system is activated. That is, it is a flight and fright reaction. So it is in an action mode of your nervous system. During the sympathetic nervous system activation, your heart rate increases, your blood pressure goes up, and your concentration power also increases. Now, another component of your nervous system is a parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic component is the rest and digest form of your nervous system. When this is activated, you are in a resting mode, your heart rate decreases, blood pressure falls to the baseline. Sometimes it prepares you for recovery and sleep mode. So what happens during exercise? During exercise, the body goes into sympathetic mode. So you are stressed during the system, but after exercise your body shifts to the parasympathetic system. So recovery depends upon how well your body switches from sympathetic to parasympathetic system. This switch is also called as an autonomic flexibility. So what is autonomic flexibility? It is the ability of your body to turn on during stress and turn off when not needed. So in a healthy person, the sympathetic system is turned on during stress, parasympathetic is turned on during rest. So there is a smooth switching over, and there is a fast recovery and high adaptability in a very healthy person. So what happens in a sedentary person? In sedentary lifestyle, there is no proper stress exposure to the person. So thereby they become inflexible. Autonomic inflexibility happens. So because of which the sympathetic tone gradually increases over a period of time, and the parasympathetic tone decreases over a period of time. This causes poor autonomic flexibility. So whenever they face stress, they go into higher sympathetic mode and they struggle to fall back onto the parasympathetic mode, and this can be assessed. So how do you measure this objectively? So one of the most important factors is the heart rate recovery. So if you are wearing smart watches, wearables, or any gadgets that assess your heart rate, you will be able to measure heart rate recovery. So what is heart rate recovery? After exercise, your heart rate drops and it comes down as low as possible during the rest period. This drop can be measured over a period of time. If the drop is more than 20 or 30 per minute, it is a very good recovery for that person, and it also depends upon the age. If the drop is less than 20 or 10, they have a poor autonomic flexibility. So as soon as you exercises, you take rest immediately after exercise and measure your heart rate and see how much is the drop in the heart rate. That is heart rate recovery, which is available in most of the smartphones, watches, and wearables. Next important factor to assess recovery is a heart rate variability. So heart rate variability is also measured in smartwatches, and it can be measured in cardiopulmonary exercise testing. So what is heart rate variability? When we breathe during inhalation or exhalation, when we breathe in and when we are breathing out, there is a variation in the heart rate because of breathing. And this variation, we will be able to predict what is your autonomic flexibility tone, that is your are you sympathetic dominance or parasympathetic dominance? There should be variation, and the variation should be adequate. If there is a very least amount of variation during breathing, that means your sympathetic tone is very high. A lot of smartwatches can measure these kind of variation, which is readily available. And most important thing is that you should not go by absolute value. You have to see the trend. It depends upon person to person, and it also very sensitive to age. These variables are very important because you can see the trend of it improving over lifestyle modifications. Third most important thing is resting heart rate. Resting heart rate is the heart rate while you are sleeping. It is not during rest period. It is like the heart rate that is measured during your sleep time. That is a resting heart rate. If the resting heart rate is very high, then you have a sympathetic dominance. If it is low, you are parasympathetic dominance. We need more of a parasympathetic dominance during rest. Fourth most important thing in assessing your recovery is sleep quality. So it is not only the quantity is important, sleep quality is also very important. What is sleep quality? Sleep quality also can be measured nowadays with the help of smart watches. It is the depth of your sleep. There are various components, REM, non-REM, and deep sleeps, where you can measure. Some gives also the score, and also here we have to make sure we are not looking for absolute values. We have to see the trend, whether it is improving or going down. So next important thing is, how do we improve our recovery? There is no one hack or one supplement to improve your recovery. It is all lifestyle based. The first and foremost important thing is exercise. Exercise is a kind of a biohacking in modern day. It simulates your body to cause artificial stress, and then you take rest after an exercise. So this improves the autonomic flexibility over a period of time. The exercise component should involve all components of your exercise, like strength training, cardio progression, and even in cardio, the most important part of cardio is vigorous activity. It's not just simple walking. You should also include vigorous activity, because this all will improve the autonomic flexibility. And basically what we have seen is, we have to at least have include 150 minutes of exercise. Another important component is improve the sleep. Improve the sleep volume if the quality is poor. That is important. And also over a period of time, improve the sleep quality. And subjectively you have to measure, and objectively also you have to measure the sleep. That is, how do you feel the next day, how is your energy level, and other things. Sleep is an important component, because it resets the autonomic system every night. Better sleep, there is a better recovery. Another important component is a stress management. Stress management is very, very important. One should have an awareness of their stressful environment of their body. There are various techniques that are there to help you, like mindfulness technique, breathing techniques, helps you to aware of your own stress levels. I strongly recommend to do journaling, which helps to understand your stress pattern throughout the day. Last but not least is the nutrition. Nutrition is an important component which helps you to recover better. Our diet should be protein forward diet. At least it should have minimum adequate level of protein in our diet, and also good hydration helps you to recover faster. Other important and useful adjuvants in recovery is cold shower. Whenever you are stressed, intense exercises, cold shower, cold plunges are very helpful in recovery. And similarly, saunas and light therapy also is useful in recovering. You don't improve recovery by just resting more. You improve recovery by training your body to recover better. So how well you recover gives an important insight about how you are going to face the life events. Thank you.